So I haven't touched this stove since the spring, okay? What I just did was I took a little gardening shovel and I scooped out what was in. First I shook the grates and I got out quite a bit. And then I opened up the front door and I scooped out. Didn't create a lot of dust. This is it, okay? So what am I gonna do now? I just got a stove going downstairs. I put a bunch of cardboard in the bottom over here. And I put some wood, and I also put some cardboard down here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay, and I'm gonna get my fire going down here in my ash pan area. I'm not gonna put the ash pan in, and I'm gonna keep putting in some cardboard. And I got a bunch of wood up in the top, okay? And I just brought in some coal. So I'm gonna throw a little bit of coal in there. It's going to take this opportunity to clean off my glass door because this is probably the only time this door is going to be open until spring. So here's what I'm going to do. Like I said, I'm going to put some coal on top, and I guess I'll show you a video of that. But just a little bit, okay? And then after this fire gets going, dump a little bit more in and dump a little bit more in. But this is going to be a surefire, one time, get the fire going kind of thing. I'm not going to be messing around with this. So here we go. Okay, so that's all the coal I'm putting in for now. Barely any. Okay, you can see what's left. This bucket was only half full and now it's about a quarter full. Maybe a third or so. But anyway, there's not a lot of coal in there. So I'm gonna get the fire going down below. I'm gonna close up my door. Close my door, open my damper fully. Going to clean off my lid over here because I got sawdust and stuff in there. Okay, so I got the lid on, damper fully open. Gonna leave my ash pan door open, and I'm gonna start this fire down here with some cardboard. It's like 520. Set the phone there. Okay, let me go check the time. My stove says it's 5:26. It's a little bit fast, but that's all right. We're gonna go with that, and we'll see how the fire goes and how long it takes to get this fire going here. Like I said, I'm just going to put some cardboard down here rather than trying to get the door this started by opening up the door on the stove. You want to get the fire started down below, and you can see it's going up. Okay, if you had the door open, the smoke could probably be coming out the door, and then you'd have all the smoke in your house to deal with. So you get this started down here. Like I said, there is cardboard in the bottom of my wood that's in the firebox. So once the fire gets up there, I should have waited there. Once that fire catches up there, it'll get the wood going. And then once the wood gets going, it's a decent amount of wood also. It's not just a couple little pieces. I mean, I probably put in I don't know, gosh, what am I going to say? How can I, 2 gallons. Let's just say that. 2 gallons of dry kindling wood. You know, just leftover wood from construction, 2x4s, stuff that's just really dry. Okay? So now you can see that cardboard's definitely taken off. Okay? And before you know it here, it's going to catch in the oven, or not in the oven, but in the stove. And we'll see how that works out here. You'll see that cardboard will catch in the stove. You know, it's beautiful. The cardboard is a box that I have the wood stored in. So I'm able to carry in the wood and use the cardboard to start the fire, because obviously, you know, newspaper is not a happening thing anymore. And magazines, you know, I guess you could use magazines, but, you know, if you can find them, but they're usually on coated paper. And anyway, this is the easiest way to go for me. Just go ahead and throw this in there. That's enough, I think. We'll let that go. Obviously, you can fast forward through this. I'm doing this in real time. I know when I first got this stove, you know, it's like having trouble getting it going. I mean, you just got to load up enough wood. And the key, I think, is starting the fire down in the ash pan. I've seen people where they talk about putting wood down there and stuff. I'm not even going with that. That's just the cardboard there. And like I say, we'll see in a second here. I would imagine that that fire is going to catch on in the box. I see a bunch of smoke up there. Oh yeah, you can see it's caught. There's something caught up top. I got a problem with my phone. Sorry about that. I got a cracked lens. But, you know, I'm doing the best I can. Oh, here you go. Now that you see it, it's catching up in the firebox. So it's beautiful. So once that wood ignites, okay, that'll go and that'll blast and blare. And it's gonna get real hot real fast, and it's gonna burn, and that coal is sitting on top. It's not so much, because if it was too much, it'd smother the fire up and it wouldn't catch. So you want to put in just a little bit of coal. I don't know if you can even see that. It's 5:44. Anyway, so it's been less than 20 minutes. It's been 18 minutes. I've added a little bit more coal. The stove is registering on the temperature now. It's climbing. I probably got about 30 pounds of coal in that stove right now. That's the way it looks. Got to watch that temperature, and I'm going to close the ash pan door before it gets too hot. So it's 5:57. It's been 31 minutes. Temperature's coming up. Look at the fire. Definitely heat coming off of it. Let's look in the door here. Oh yeah. See that? Piece of cake, man. I'm gonna go ahead and dump some more coal in there. See, you don't want to put in too much coal, because if you do, and then the fire doesn't get going, then you gotta take all that coal out. So better put in a little bit and put in a couple times, put in a little more, and then you're done, man. I mean, look at that. This whole thing is like 45 minutes to clean out the firebox, clean out the ash pan, and start the fire and get it to a sustainable fire. 45 minutes total time.